Hello fellow floss tubers, this is Lynn Wilches, also known as Love to Cross Stitch, and for those of you that don't know how to pronounce my name or try to figure out how I pronounce it, way I learned when I got married was think of a chess game, put Will in front of it, and it's Wilches, so you say it fast and it works. My brother and sister-in-law enjoy the idea of Wiltzius because they don't want to have to tell people how to really pronounce it. My mother-in-law was very sticky about that, so I have always pronounced it the way that I was taught. Okay, so welcome back. I guess I could say the same for me because it's only been, what, 2 months since I've been on. I did get a few things done. I didn't get a lot of things done. I've been working on a little bit of this, a lot of that. I did get my birds, the Brazilian embroidery. Scratching again. Anyway, I did get my Brazilian embroidery done on the birds, and I will put a picture on it. I would show it to you, but I have it ironed and it's nice and flat, and I'm waiting till after the first of the year, and then I'm going to have it framed. I wanted to have it done this time, but my husband and I were talking and decided that we'd wait until after the first of the year because we got Christmas and everything else going on, and he didn't want me to give it away. So since we're not giving it away, it's not going to get done until after the first of the year. Okay, so I have been working on Mirabilia's Ambrosia. Okay, and so I'll show you where I'm at. I'm disappointed I don't have her done yet, but I'm hoping to have her done by the end of the end of the year. So I'm hoping by the end of the month this will be done. So here she is. Oops, upside down. Here she is. See? And I changed colors. So where some of this is supposed to be different color of purple, I did more of a true purple than the muted purple that was set up for. I like mine. I didn't like the colors that I was using, so I changed it to purple. An afterthought was that I wish I would have changed the gray to a darker purple so that I'd have more purple in there. But I do have some dark purples in there and some lighter ones. So she's looking pretty good, and I don't think the camera really showed the colors that well because the camera made it look lighter than it was. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. And then in the last couple months, well, actually, hold on, let me do this right. So all the things that I've been working, let's review what I've got for the year. And so as I pull these things out, I can think of them. I still haven't worked any more than that on her. That's the Patriotic Angel. I haven't done much on her. And I need to get that frame out because I'm going to give it away. And I'm still right here with the Brazilian, not Brazilian, with the Heart Anchor. I haven't gotten any farther on that. I got a little tied up on it, and so I had my mother help me, and then once I got it, you would have thought that I would have that I would have finished it, but I didn't. So Heart Anchor is kind of on my list to do. I do my embroidery all the time. Oh, and so another one of my projects that I was working on is another Brazilian piece, and this is a teapot. So see the teapot? Gonna see the teapot. So that's what I've got done so far. You can see that. Okay. So those flowers are done, and they're good. And let me pull out the pattern so you know what it looks like. And this is one of Debbie Kelly's patterns, and I love her designs. So this is what it's going to look like. And I'm really excited on working on this. I do this one every other week on a Monday with Brazilian embroidery when we have our meetings. So, because I'm a member of the BDE group, and that is Brazilian Dimensional Embroidery International Group or Guild, one of the two. So, those are what I've been, well, actually, the Brazilian embroidery and ambrosia are the ones that I've been working on the most in the last couple months. And it's amazing how many times I have wanted to sit in my chair and work on something, and life has gotten in the way. It's kind of like I'll get a phone call from mom saying, hey, I need this. And so then I'm running over to her place. Or I have a neighbor down the road that I help put her compression socks on. And I tend to be there longer than I really want to be. And then once a month I take one of our other older friends that lost his wife about almost 4 years ago. I take him to the casino once a month. I'm not taking him this month, but I will take him in January, and we'll start up again. And so we go play Keno, and surprisingly enough, I do pretty good on Keno. So as far as the regular slots, nah, not so good. So anyway, all right. I know there's more I want to show you, and I got to think about this. Oh, in the last couple weeks, okay, let me explain this part. This is kind of funny. All right. I'm a military brat. Okay, I grew up with my dad in the military, and he served 26 years. So the military life was always my life, and even now I still think of being part of the military because I grew up that way. Unfortunately, I can't get onto any military bases or anything because I don't have an ID, and I didn't join the military afterwards or whatever. So, okay, so that being said, every year to 3 years, our family would move. Okay, so my mother would throw out stuff that normal children would keep until they were adults and then get rid of them. They were childhood toys and things like that. And because we were only allowed so much weight, we had to get rid of stuff. So we got rid of a lot of stuff. And so over the years, well, actually, after I got married to my husband, we did good. We moved a couple of times. That kind of helped a little bit. We rearranged furniture because that helps me a little bit. It's not the same old, same old. Okay. So in the last, I don't know, 6 years, I think, maybe 10 years, I get the itch to clean, and I get the itch to throw things out. It's kind of like downsizing. It's not like I don't have a lot of stuff. Trust me, I have a lot of stuff. But I think part of it too was watching those hoarding shows where people just keep things and they keep things and then it piles up. And then it reminded me of my mother's aunt and uncle because they were hoarders. And you came out of that house smelling like they were hoarders. Okay, so it was a nasty smell. It's a moldy smell. It's an awful smell. So I have always had that little itch to. There are times to clean out things. So if you check out, if you check out my blog and you go look at it, you'll see all the things that I've been going through and how much stuff I've gotten rid of and all the things I've found. And I didn't bring them all up here because I have more UFOs going on than I realized. When I quit doing any kind of work, cross stitch, quilting, I did that about 2006, I think, 2006, 2007. And I quit doing everything. I went into a depression, and then so it took me a good 10 years to come out of it and to get back into doing the things I love to do. So I started getting back into quilting, and till this day I really don't know why, because cross stitch and needlepoint were always my true love. But I went back into quilting and I was doing more quilt stuff. So you'd be amazed at some of the stuff I quit working on. And I found a cross stitch Actually, I think I found 2. So now I have more unfinished projects, but now I have a goal to get what I started done. So I'm going to keep with my tradition of finish 2, start 1. And if I can get myself down low enough, then I can start more than that. But I'm going to do that. So that being said, I found several quilt tops that I have a quilt top down there that's a wall hanging that's good size. I would have brought it up, but it's on my blog so you can take a look at it. It's 80% quilted and I never did finish it. I never did finish it, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it. And I'll show you the quilt that I'm quilting on for my daughter, so that's got to get done first before I do all these piddly things. So I found at least 4 different quilt wall hangings, I don't know what little projects that I need to finish. So this was one of them. Okay. It's batted. It's backed. I don't think I got 1 stitch in on it. Nope. Not 1 stitch. I decided that I'm going to take that with me when I go to my quilt groups. Oh yeah, I guess I did get a little bit of quilting in there. I'll have to just take that part out. So I decided I'm going to take that with me to my quilt groups, which is at my mother's. Excuse me, So that's one project. And I've got the quilting thread. I've got everything with it. I did that with the ones down below. I have the bindings ready for them. The one I don't have, and I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do. But we'll see. So then I found, get this, cross stitch. And I'll show you the pattern. This guy. There's all the floss, everything. It's all there. Okay? That one. I have this much done. See it? And you can tell it's rolled. So I took it off the frame. I know that this piece right here, you can see it right there. This piece right here was supposed to be blue. That still wouldn't give me a, but then with me, it's hard to say. If I didn't do it exactly the way it's supposed to be done and I get frustrated, then I tend to get frustrated and sometimes it gets put away. I was surprised. Look how much is done. I mean, I think it's about halfway done. So that will be on my to finish list. So when I get this one done, I'm probably going to poke this one onto my frame and get it done. Even though, and this is discouraging, even though I found a beautiful wedding announcement for my son I adopted, because his parents passed away last year, and he's my son's best friend, so he's my son. So my second son is getting married June 16th. So I finally found one I like that I want to do, and so that one's gonna have to be on that list too. So I'm kind of going, oh crap, I got this to do, this to do, this to do, this to do, and life keeps getting in my way. Am I going to be able to finish this stuff? But I'm going to try. And I'm going to make sure that his is done. I am really going to work on his. So, well, that being said, oh, and my daughter showed up for Thanksgiving, which was awesome. Had a great time. She, one of the first things out of her mouth was, have you finished my quilt yet? And I kind of looked at her and said, nope. So it's been waiting to be quilted for about a year. And so then I finally decided, okay, I would do that. And I'm going to try to have it done hopefully for her birthday, which is in March. So I'm going to try to do about an hour or 2 a night with the quilting and do an hour or 2 during the day on the cross stitch. And if I can keep to that schedule, I might be able to get them both done. So we'll see. It's a red, white, and blue, excuse me, blue tape. Woohoo! It's a black and white quilt that I'm doing for her. The actual piece you can see on my blog. It kind of goes at a diagonal. So the quilting on it is going to be very simple so that it's quick to go through. So there's not going to be feathers. It's just straight lines and stuff. So let's see if I can turn this over. So there you go. Whoops. Okay. So that's how far apart they're going to be, and it's going to be checkerboard, but they're going to be at diagonals. So it'll be quick, it'll be easy. I'm doing about 3-4 rows at a time, and then I'm going to do another 3-4 rows at a time, and then go back and cross them as I go so that I don't get puckers. So itching again. So anyway, that's basically what I've been up to. Trust me, there's a lot more. I've got Christmas stuff going on. I've got genealogy I've been doing. I've got letters from the past. That's also a blog of mine that I'm putting the family letters on from 50 years and more. I have some that are 100 years old. So, well, actually 130 years old. So I have really been trying to get a lot of different things done, and they're not necessarily getting done, but I'm taking a chunk out of each thing as I go. I've come across, well, last month the reason why I didn't do the blog, not the blog, the video, was because I had some medical issues come up. That was part of it. My daughter was coming. There was a whole bunch of little things that came in. I still have a few more medical issues. I'm gonna have a biopsy on my thyroid here Wednesday. So things are getting interesting. I mean, life is good. I'm happy. No big deal. So I hope each and every one of you have a Merry Christmas. I would show you, actually, if you'll hang on, I'm gonna turn my camera around and show you my tree with some of the gifts on it, so you know that I am actually decorating. I'm not quite complete, but I'm doing simple this year, so you'll see a little bit of my decorations. So excuse my itching, and let me turn this around and let you see what my house decorating wise looks like. So anyway, oh, there's my quilt maker, and then you come around, and then there's the dining room, and you see some of the Christmas stuff. I have Christmas houses, boxed houses, and then there's our tree. Whoops, nope, that ain't gonna work. So there's our tree, and then hopefully, sorry, you get to see my wall. So we're simple this year because it's just my husband and I. So life is good. Things are going along fine. And so I wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. For those of you that do not celebrate Christmas, I wish you a happy holidays. And I wish you all the best. When the new year comes, I hope to have a few more finished projects. And maybe I got something more to share. We'll see. So, best wishes. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great and awesome holiday season.